Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a look at another action figure made by Mego, and this is of their 14-inch series. And this is, of course, Frankenstein, the monster. And I'm very excited for this one. I mainly picked it up because, scale-wise, because the Frankenstein monster kind of stands taller than most other people. Because this is 14 inches tall, it actually scales pretty well with my 12-inch scale collection of GI Joes and so forth. So this one actually makes sense in terms of the scale. Generally speaking, I don't collect a lot of 14-inch scale figures, and it is somewhat odd. They're just a little oversized for my collection. But this one is not. This actually makes a lot of sense in terms of the scale. And I gotta say, Mego did just an amazing job in terms of the packaging for this thing. As you can see, there's a huge window on this, which allows you to see the figure from multiple angles. And yeah, it just looks amazing. So kudos to Mego for really doing an amazing job on this. And as you can see on the back of the package, you got a nice big picture of the character. And also, you got the write-up on Marty Abrams right here, and also credit given to the various contributors. This kind of stuff is pretty typical on most Mego packaging. So anyway, I think it looks amazing in the package, but I'm anxious to get this out of the package so we can take a look at the articulation and the details up close. So let's go ahead and get it out of the package. Okay, so we got this figure out of the package now, and overall I think it looks amazing. As you can see, they did a really good job with the head sculpt. So this is the likeness of Boris Karloff, who played the original Frankenstein monster, and so really cool. And he also comes with this chain, and I went ahead and swapped out one of the hands. As you noticed in the packaging, he comes with an extra set of hands, and I did dip the forearm in boiling water before I did the hand swap, just so that I would make sure not to damage the pin or anything like that. So, but these are what the extra hands look like. So yeah, you get a set of sort of extended hands and also gripping hands. So yeah, I think it looks amazing. Outfit looks very cool. And this is an upgrade to the articulation of the previous 14-inch figures. I can show you side by side with my 14-inch Batman, so I'll bring that in. And as you can see, they're the same height, but in terms of the body design, it's actually significantly different. Some ways it's actually better, and then some ways it's not quite as good. So in terms of the arm articulation on the original 14-inch figure, you can see at the shoulder, he can extend way up like this, which I'll show you in a minute by comparison to the new figure. It's not quite as good, but what it lacks at shoulder articulation, the new figure actually is improvement, because the arm bend on this figure, you get just a single joint there. There's no side-to-side movement on the original 14-inch figure. So in terms of the improvement, basically, yeah, you get to bend the arm, but also pivot side to side. So that's very cool. But again, in terms of extending up at the shoulder, this is as far as it goes. So I'm not sure why, they sort of downgraded the articulation at the shoulder joint, but yeah, it is what it is. In terms of the waist, pretty much the same as the Batman figure, side to side, front and back, and rotation. Hip joint is pretty much the same. Kick out, kick forward, kick back. And then you get a sort of double jointed knee, extends back this far. And then there's added articulation at the foot. Actually, on the original Batman figure, there's no side to side movement at the foot joint. But on this one, I'll take off the boot to show you. You get the back and forth movement, but you also have rotation. So they added in an extra joint there. So that's pretty cool that they added in some extra features. They could have done a lot more in terms of upgrading the articulation, but I'm glad that they made the improvements that they did. Definitely, makes this figure superior in a lot of ways to the earlier 14-inch figures. And again, the head sculpt looks fantastic, and pretty happy overall with the outfit as well. And I want to show you how this scales next to my 12-inch figures. So I'll bring in one of my 12-inch GI Joes so you can see the height comparison. So if GI Joe is 6 feet tall, then Frankenstein monster is roughly 7+ feet tall by comparison. So And to me, this scales correctly for how large the monster was. He was just sort of a giant. So I actually think this, scale-wise, it actually works for 1/6 scale. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this Frankenstein monster. I think it looks very cool. And again, I just think they just did an amazing job with it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Mego action figures in the future, think about subscribing to my channel because I will be covering more of this stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.